You get more out of life when you go out to a movie. And now, on with the show.
People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes something so bad happens that a terrible sadness is carried with it, and the soul can't rest. And sometimes, just sometimes, the crow can bring that soul back to put the wrong things right. Let's talk about the latest version of The Crow.
Don't want to turn.
Doesn't matter. Don't. Joey! She's dead, isn't she?
You can save her if you put the wrong things right.
I'm gonna kill every single one of them.
You have no idea what hell awaits you.
No, I do.
The Crow, August 23rd.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Johnson for A Film By Podcast, welcoming you back to the box office. Danny Huston's lackluster villain warns us that we have no idea what hell awaits us. And I'm here to tell you, having seen this recent attempt at reviving the Crow franchise, I do know what hell awaits us. So let's get to it. Spoiler free, of course. It's fair to say that the story we all know is here, albeit with plenty of unnecessary and unwanted modifications. One thing I will say, whether we're running from the villains or evading the police or putting the wrong things right, nobody, and I mean nobody, is in a hurry to do any of that. Lots of time wasted sitting on couches smoking cigarettes. And the love story that is hinted at ever so briefly, yet so impactful in the 1994 film, is kind of dragged out here, but does very little to make you care about Eric or Shelley or their love story. Bill Skarsgard, who has proven himself to be a very talented actor, definitely put a lot of time and effort into his gym routine. And I wish he would have put even a fraction of that time into developing this character, because he is clearly phoning it in. I don't know who he's playing, but it sure as hell isn't Eric Draven. He's not alone, though. Faring worse in the role of Shelley is FKA Twigs. Not sure if this is her first film. Definitely sure it should be her last film. If you thought she was vacant and annoying in the trailer, I'm here to tell you, you only saw a brief glimpse of just how bad she is. And then, of course, there's Danny Huston, who is arguably hit or miss depending on the film that he's in. His supernatural villain is never really fleshed out in this story. The motives aren't really explained to us on why he's doing what he does. I'm pretty sure no one bothered to tell Danny Huston that either, because despite what might be on the page, I'm pretty sure Danny Huston is saying, to hell with this, I'm just going to play Danny Huston because I'm Danny Huston. I think the story is an absolute mess, littered with side characters that you absolutely will not care about. And that's only going to frustrate you more because the pacing is so abysmally slow trying to develop a love story between Eric and Shelley in this iteration, that when it fails, you'll find yourself just looking at your watch wondering how much more time you have to spend in the theater watching this. And I think director Rupert Sanders knows this, because once he realizes he's got about 25 minutes to wrap this whole thing up and give us some kind of conclusion that'll satisfy us, it's safe to say that he went on a John Wick binge and go as hyper-violent as possible, with the added bonus of making it as gory as possible. Now, if you're asking yourself, who is Rupert Sanders and why was he chosen to ruin The Crow, I'll remind you that he was the director that ruined Snow White in 2012 and then went ahead and ruined Ghost in the Shell in 2017. Is he in his wheelhouse? I would say yes. If you're standing in the lobby with a ticket to The Crow in your hand, then my hope is that The Crow takes that ticket stub and carries it back to the box office to put the wrong things right. And by right, I mean a ticket to Trap, a ticket to Alien Romulus, a ticket to anything else that's playing. I'm Jeff Johnson reminding you that I'll buy the tickets if you buy the popcorn.